All right, I'm going to have a go at the Guardian's weekly Quiptic Crosswords, set this week, as it often is, by Carpathian. But before we begin, let's have our cryptic clue of the day. I think this one is suitable for a cryptic. Protective Layer, 6-3, Protective Layer. If people aren't getting it immediately, I may add some hints in the comment section. All right, let's see what Carpathian has. Faculty holding wriggling asp in bag. Well, wriggling definitely sounds like an anagram indicator. Asp in bag. Oh, an anagram of that means faculty. I think we're going to have ing, which means we will have BA, ASP. Ooh, 2 A's, is that right? Yeah, I'm not sure I see what that is. And it's a faculty, could be a university faculty. Now let's try these downs. Evil initially missing after king gets struck. Yeah, evil initially is an E, but we start with an E or, well, there's no E in asp in bag. So maybe that is missing from the word after. Yeah, and then king. No, I don't see that. Looks for article by comedians about acting. I think it's going to mean looks for. Article could be a, an, or the. By comedians about acting. It's a lot of wordplay for a 6-letter answer. African region is strangely greenest just before 4th of April. Well, the 4th of April, I think, is the 4th letter in I. And I think we're going to anagram greenest, and I think that's going to get us the Serengeti. Yeah, I'm glad we are given the anagram fodder. I think I might have put an H in there. Is there another spelling of Serengeti with an H? Anyway, finally got one. Help to improve vision as clean contests arranged. All right, I think we're going to anagram clean contests. Yeah, that's 13 letters. And help to improve vision. What is that? Magnify something. No, no, I need a letter or two for that one. Heads of organization run a terrific educational talk. All right, I just got done recording the Everyman, and this reads very much like an Everyman clue. The head letters of organization run a terrific educational spells orate, which I was using for a long time as my starting word in Wordle and had a lot of luck with it. All right, gentle sheep, dead and covered in fungus. Okay, I think it must be gentle is the definition. Sheep could be ram, ewe. No. Negative votes. Oh, that could be nays. Involving round bundle at present time. All right, I think the bundle might be a wad. And so we put O for round and a wad inside of our nays. All right. Temporary staff members, happy lectures stimulated. I think stimulated is the anagram indicator for, yeah, happy lectures. Again, we have 13 letters, and I think then it's a temporary staff member. Oh, what is that? No, let's go back to the acrosses. Frequent public area. Of course, it could also be frequent. I think this might be just a double definition. Yeah, something that is frequent might be called common, and a public area, common ground, Wimbledon common. Annoyance, church meets with a smile. I think church is CH, and that meets with a grin, much to your chagrin, your annoyance. Superficial pig crossing lobby. Superficial might be shallow, and we have a sow going across hall. Reparteeing, as every other piece is consumed. Every other makes me think we're going to use every other letter. Yeah, every other letter of this strange word, reparteeing, is going to give us eaten, I believe, consumed. Become aware of, arrest. Well, when you become aware of or maybe understand something, finally you apprehend it, and that can also mean arrest. Criminal, that can often be an anagram indicator. Crept neatly, by end of alley for bit of theft. Well, crept neatly is 11 letters, and then I think we have the Y, which we actually have at the end of the word, or the end of the answer is the end of alley. So for a bit of theft, must be petty larceny. Yeah, we have two Y's, of course. There we go. Supply, new examination, lacking rule, that's opportune. Ooh, supply can also be supply, telling us to anagram, although examination doesn't look like very good fodder. Yeah, I'm going to move on from that. Days, sadly, drinking cola, causing indigestion. Days, sadly, sounds like anagramming, yeah, days. And then I was thinking, but cola only has 4 letters, so that only gives us 8. Well, cola might be the rival, which I never drink, except when that's the only thing available. Anyway, dyspepsia is indigestion. Dish they emptied to show devotion. I think it's going to be devotion. Dish might be a pie, and if you empty out the word they, you get your T and your Y. Let's, there is I think it's a phrase in Britain. Yeah, I was going to say a supply. Oh, yeah, there is an L. And the 2 P's. So I think it's a supply teacher. I'm not sure what even it's called in. Oh, I think in the US it's a substitute teacher. So I think a supply teacher in Britain. Is that gentle or is it fungus? Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure I see that. Give back, position, to harvest feature. maybe give back as in repay, re something. And then I think, is position part of the definition or part of the wordplay? To harvest. Oh, harvest could be reap. I think it is to give back a position to somebody, maybe to reappoint them. And so it's reap for harvest, and a feature on the land might be a point, I suppose. Widespread and impressive, encompassing short thought by master. I'm thinking widespread, but don't get it. Interpret, scams firm. No, I don't see that. Oh, but a scam could be a con. So I think it might be a word for interpret beginning with con. Oh, construe, consider. I do like consider, but I don't see how firm would be cider or eider. Now, high protein food gathered up by gym hunks at first. Okay, gym hunks at first I think is going to be the GH. Or maybe that's just the H. Gym class in Britain is PE. High protein food, could that be a peanut? I think peanuts are high in protein, but I don't get the, it would be A-N, oh, it ends in tuna. Does it? Yeah. I never realized that before. Yeah, I like it, but I don't fully understand it, so let me move on. Here, small seal and little bird. Yeah, here definitely sounds like a homophone. Ah, yes, so I did think of the bird could be a signet. Oops, with a Y even. And of course, a signet ring has a very small seal built into it, SIGNET. So I think that's right. Banishment from Old Island by the French. Oh, yeah, old can be X, like your old girlfriend, your ex. Island is I, the in French, le, and exile is banishment. All right. Joins male bears getting caught out. I like that. I think it might be defined by joins, although it could end in ing and mean getting caught out. Although that's a funny definition, and then we would get an S something G ending for four down. Yeah, I don't think any word in English ends in S something G. If you can think of one, let me know. Hot mixture of gases to fix bend. Well, hot, oh, can be H. Mixture of gases. That might simply be the chemical symbols for a few gases strung together. But then the definition would be, oh, I think a bend, yeah, it could be a hairpin. So let's see. The mixture of gases, I think, is simply air, because air on Earth is a mixture of gases. And I think to fix something can mean to nail it down or pin it in place. Let's put a pin in that and come back to it later. And the hairpin bend. Axe, perhaps, without center, is ingenious. Ooh, yeah, an axe might be a cleaver, and without its central A, it becomes clever. That is clever. Note, alien, put on fork. Is it going to be a fork, or could it be, like a trident? Note. Of course, there's the usual A through G, or do, re, mi. Alien is often E-T. Is that going to be the E-T at the end? So it's a note and then an alien, or maybe an alien is put on a fork. Don't get that. What would the beginning? Pre-treat? Protract? No. So I don't think it is my peanut. Maybe I'll use that in one of my own clues one day, try and remember it. High protein food. Yeah, I think it must be high protein food gathered up by Jim Hunks at first. No. Epidemic would be widespread. And impressive, I think, is going to be epic. Encompassing short thought by master. A thought could be an idea, and it's shortened. And I suppose master can be abbreviated to M. Oh yeah, as in a Master of Arts, MA. Yeah, that makes sense. So joins, I think, must be the definition, because I think that M is for male. And bears, of course, I'm picturing the animals, but I think it's bears as in carries. Which it is carries, but we take the C for caught from cricket out of that. And then with the Aries, we get marries. I like it. Interpret. Yeah, maybe it is construe. Let me put that in and cons is scams and firm is true. Is that right? I'm not sure I fully get why firm means true. True north, firm north. Anyway, we will check it. Okay, is this going to be opportune? I was thinking something like profiteering. Profit something. Anyways, supply new examination. Lacking rule. That's opportune. I have a funny feeling we had this word before and I'm just not thinking of it. All right. Yeah, I'm going to use the anagram helper, and I think it should be as clean. Oh no, I think it's just clean contests. Yeah. Oop, need another S. There we go. Oh, contact lenses, of course. I did wear them for a while, but in the end decided they weren't worth the hassle. So, yeah, that's straightforward enough. Definitely should have spotted that one. Maybe if I was wearing contact lenses, I would have. All right, faculty holding wriggling asp. Oh, yeah, so it's not an anagram of asp in bag, but it might be an anagram of asp in a sack, maybe? Faculty. Yeah, so could be PAS, APS. Yeah, I'm not seeing that word. Here's our evil, initially missing after king gets struck. Well, socked could be struck. But I don't see why that would be so. No. And looks, oh, looks might be the definition. Or looks for, I like looks for, not searches. Like comedians about. What's a short word for comedians? Wags? Yeah, I don't see it about. Oh, look can be low. I wonder if looks could be LOS. No, I don't think so. All right. Now let me pause and think about my opportune. Yeah. So I was just again just trying to make profit something, but then I thought of PROV, and very providentially the answer came to me. So supply new examination. Supply is provide, new is N. An examination, I think, is a trial that is lacking R for rule. Now, I'm not sure why R stands for rule, but I think that must be it. Okay, let me pause and see if I can get this one as quickly. In the end, I had to go to wordplays.com. I hate to do that for the Quiptic. It should be fairly readily solvable. But in my defense, this is a British term for a note length. Now, don't ask me which one it is, but I have heard of a crotchet. Oh, I can't type it, but I know how to spell it. So I think the alien is ET and the fork is a crotch. So I think that probably comes from the fact that your crotch is at the fork of your body to your legs. So maybe it's an old name for a fork. So very tricky one, I think, for a Quiptic. I'm guessing some people will complain about that at 15 squared. Anyway, ooh, there's our hunks at first. So P something H. Yeah, I think this might be a very and Jim I think is PE because have heard of a food called tempeh. I don't even know how you pronounce it. Um, gathered is met. People who gathered, they met, and that is up. And it goes by the gym, PE, and the first letter of hunks. Yeah, I'm going to have to look up that tempeh. Is it Asian food? I'm showing my ignorance. All right, let's try our gentle. Oh, I was going to say malleable. No. Dead and covered. Oh, covered in fungus. I think might be mildewed. Yeah, oh, there's our sheep is our U. Gentle is mild. Dead is D. And that covers the U, I think. No, just mild U, D. Yeah, all right. Just the top left. Faculty. Holding wriggling asp. Oh, maybe it's a bag. Yeah, the faculty is holding the anagram. How about a nap sack, maybe? Yes, a knack. If you have a faculty for doing something, you have a knack. Evil, initially, missing after king, gets struck. Kicked? What else could it be? After, well, K must be the king, I would think, gets struck. Evil initially, missing. Yeah, I don't get that. And then there looks for. Ooh, I wonder about awaits. Oh, acting. Now I realize. Yeah, I remember. Acting can be abbreviated to A. So we have A for article. The comedians are wits, and they go about the A for acting to give awaits. All right. I think I'm just going to go with kicked, and let's go ahead and check that word. It is right, but I don't understand it, so we'll check at 15 squared. I'm not 100% confident in everything else, but let's go ahead, check all. Looks like everything else is still there and has the check mark. Did we have anything funny? We did have some funny letters. We had an X, Y, a couple of Y's, K's, but I don't think we had J or a Q. All right, let's go over quickly to 15 squared. All right, the blog today is by S.C. Chua. I think I followed eventually all of the crosses. Yeah, musical note, but it doesn't say which one. Anyway, one down kicked. Oh, it's wicked is evil. Wicked, yeah. So it loses the initial, but it goes after a K for king. Yeah. That's good. And then con and true is firm, as in a true friend. That's a bit much, I think. Anyway, here's this tempeh. Yeah, I'm not sure what I think about that. Anyway, if anyone has eaten it and enjoys it, please let me know. Oh, there's a little baby, some baby seals. What's going on there? Oh, that one is spreading its wings. Very long wings for its size, hasn't it? Anyway, yeah, that was a little trickier than a normal Quiptic I found. Oh yeah, what are the comment section saying? Good level of difficulty, quite hard. Some fiddly parsing in the bottom half, yeah. Failed to work out tempe. Bit on the chewy side. Wow, tempeh is the only word to fit that pattern. That's interesting. Now, Michelle says it's wonderful to see that, a favorite food of hers. KVA, Venerable Commenter, says nice puzzle. Uh, give back position 2, yeah, okay. Good level of difficulty for a weekday, but much tougher than a beginner's. Yeah, so I think maybe about half the commenters are with me, a bit too chewy, but it wasn't terrible. So, and some very clever clues. Anyway, thanks as always for watching, and have a great day and a great week ahead.